chairpersons, Dr. Reddy and Dr. Tomar, Honorable Minister Shreyans Rajji Ahir, members from Ms. Ruchita from the PATH and Gayatri Madam from the UNICEF, Dr. Sheila Dev Madam from the Government of India, senior members like Armida Fernandez, whose I think the lifetime vision was to start the minimal banking all over India, and we hope with the help of PATH we can do this. And as I have been asked to talk on the theme that promote nature and dump the junk. So in short, we will see what is nature, what is junk has already been covered by Rekha Madam, and then what as a government, as a activist, we can do to stop all this promotion of junk. Dr. Gangalia said yesterday that we should declare our conflict of interest. I feel I have no conflict of interest with anybody, neither I have any controversies with anybody. So whatever I am going to say, it should not be taken as a controversy with those persons. Now this slide has been shown. Just see this slide very fast. We'll go 1, 2 and 3, and this is 4th. The aim of this slide is that except human being, all other animals, इंसान को छोड़ के बाकी सब जानवर सिर्फ अपने बच्चों को ही अपना दूध पिलाते हैं. इंसान जिसको भगवान ने ब्रेन दिया है वही अपना दूध, जो कि नेचुरल है, बोलते प्रमोट द नेचर, अपना दूध छोड़ के माँ हर दूसरे जानवर का दूध पिलाने के लिए तैयार है. ये कब हो रहा है? When we say the breast milk is tailor made. बच्चे की जो जरूरत है, जैसा बच्चा है, 6 महीने का है, 8 महीने का है, पूरे दिन का है, कम दिन का है, 2 किलो है, 1.5 किलो है, उसकी जैसे जरूरत है वैसा मिल्क उसकी माँ का बॉडी बनाती है. And if you say what a tailor made means, species specific. तो नेचर ने बनाया है कि जो जानवर है उसका दूध उसके बच्चे के लिए. And how this can be scientifically proved is this slide. The protein is different in the different animals. So what will happen if you give the milk of another animal? The child will develop like a animal of the whose milk is been given. So please don't feel कि शेरनी का दूध पिलाएंगे तो बच्चा शेर बन जाएगा. This has been covered. It rightly tackles child nutrition. Breastfeeding enhances brain development. It prevents obesity and later adulthood diseases. Prevents so many other problems in the subsequent life. And after seeing all this, we come to the conclusion that breastfeeding was best, is best, and will remain best. This we are discussing since yesterday. In spite of this, there was decline in breastfeeding, and this is the paradox. हम विकास की ओर आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, विकास की ओर आगे बढ़ना. व्हाट इज डेवलपमेंट? द डेवलपमेंट इज गांव से हट के शहर में आना, साइकिल छोड़ के कार चलाना, और फिर बाद में बोलना कि यदि हेल्दी रहना है तो फिर से साइकिल चलाओ, और माँ का दूध छोड़ के बॉटल से दूध पिलाना, और फिर बाद में बोलेंगे अमेरिका वालों ने हमको गलत डायरेक्शन दिया, हमें तो फिर से ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग पे जाना है. सो वेदर दिस इज डेवलपमेंट और नॉट, वी हैव टू थिंक समवेयर. These are all the academic points. We all know, that's why I am not wasting the time in this. Now we come to the second part. We are talking about malnutrition. The question I have for the audience, those are all motivated here, till what time? हम लोग कुपोषण कब तक अपने देश में देखना चाहते हैं? So कब तक कुपोषण के पीछे हम लोग भागते रहेंगे? हमारे भूतपूर्व प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री मनमोहन सिंह जी ने कहा था मैल न्यूट्रिशन इज ए नेशनल शेम. तो हमें वो शर्मिंदगी अभी भी उठानी है कि कहीं हमें बदलना है. नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने भी कहा था कि गुजरात में मैल न्यूट्रिशन है क्योंकि द गर्ल्स आर फिगर कॉन्शियस. ओके, सो वी हैव टू थिंक दिस आवर मिसकंसेप्शंस. This is the National Family Health Survey 3. If you look at all the parameters, we are really very poor in almost all these parameters. Now this child is asking question to all of you. Question is from this child, do I matter? आपको मेरी फिक्र है कि नहीं? कितने लोगों को फिक्र है? आज आपको सोचना है कि हमें हमारे बच्चों की फिक्र है कि नहीं. And if we have, then we have to respect our commitments. The first thing I ask, what are the advantages of commercial food? Anybody? What are the advantages? There is not even a single advantage of commercial. There are all disadvantages which Rekha Harish Madam has rightly pointed out. The junk foods he has already discussed in detail. So this is some of the latest developments in our country. Protein powder, we talk so much about protein powder. We talk about nature. हम बच्चों को प्रोटीन पाउडर्स 1000 रुपए का जो डब्बा है वो खिलाएंगे, 100 रुपए का काजू बादाम नेचुरल जो है वो नहीं खिलाएंगे. So we'll go for the powder. And this study says प्रोटीन पाउडर ना कभी सरकार ने जांचा, ना देश में कोई मेडिकल रिसर्च. So you have to think. For all the pediatricians, in spite of taking objection by the IIP, this advertisement on media continues that Pediasure is #1 pediatrician recommended brand. I think it's time for the pediatricians to think over it. The question is, who is going to discuss all this? Who is going to take the action? Every time we say government कुछ करती नहीं है, सरकारी हमें मदद नहीं करती, तो हम कहां से करेंगे? The question is, सरकार ने ये कानून बनाया 1992, 20 साल से ऊपर हो गए. हम में से कितने लोगों को ये कानून मालूम है, IMS एक्ट, और उसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए सरकार क्या कर रही है और हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? कानून में कुछ यदि कमियां थी तो it has been amended in 2003. उसके बाद काफी स्ट्रिक्ट कानून हुआ. मंत्री जी हेड सर जी 2003 में हमने इसको अमेंड किया, लेकिन उसके बाद भी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हमारे डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में ब्रेकिंग ऑफ लॉ कंटिन्यूज. कानून है लेकिन कानून का पालन नहीं हो रहा है, तो उस पर कोई एक्शन नहीं हो रही. This is another act related to infant feeding or the child nutrition. This has also been amended in 2000. It's not that हमारे देश में हम नहीं फॉलो कर रहे हैं. World Health Assembly भी बोल रही है कि what you have to do. They have so many regulations in last so many years. These are the recommendations. We will not go into detail. WHO भी बोलती है कि there should be international cooperation, there should not be conflict of interest, there should be global strategy, and there should not be cross-border marketing. Yesterday only we were talking to some of the companies. They said हम लोग को bottle बनाते हैं या powder बनाते हैं, but India में नहीं बनाते हैं. We are doing it in foreign countries. This is another role of government. We have Food Safety and Standard Act 2006. But after this also much has not changed. This is about glaze which is routinely given to the children. It is mixed with pig fat. These are all the things which we have to see, we have to remember, and we have to see. These are provisions of the act. We will not go into detail. Whatever information says 13% of the food sample nationwide found contaminated. Toxic China milk make babies develop breast, toxic with endocrine, with hormones. And when blame was put, they said अरे वो तो हमारे यहाँ का मिल्क नहीं, वो तो हमने न्यूजीलैंड से मंगाया था, and we are just doing the marketing. Question is again for all of us. Is law the answer? कानून बनाने से यदि चीजें सुधर सकती हैं तो अभी तक क्यों नहीं सुधरी? So what is our roles. So that is the third part of the last part of the today's lecture, that we have to dump the junk. Now how we are going to dump and how we are not dumping it. Now this is another very important paradox. आमिर खान said कि मैंने अपनी जिंदगी की सबसे बड़ी भूल की कोका कोला की एडवर्टाइजमेंट करके. He has agreed. There is a news. आमिर खान को हो रहा पछतावा. भूल कर ली, पब्लिसिटी कितनी कर दी और बाद में देखी न्यूज कितनी छोटी सी है, पछतावा की. It doesn't mean he did not have platform to do the पछतावा in general. He is doing Gayatri madam, this is for UNICEF. He is doing the advertisement through UNICEF probably. But when he had Satyamev Jayate episodes, I think around 40 episodes have already been published, already been telecasted. Not even a single episode he has dedicated to the malnutrition and the junk food. This is what I want to say, how the media is promoting the junk food. In other countries, we always say we have to develop, we have to develop. See what has action been taken in the Australia and America. Here there was a damage because of the popcorn and the action was taken and the damage awarded was $7 million. KFC was ordered to pay $8.3 million because there was some damage after the KFC product. And see what is happening in our country. Recently, I think some good has happened as far as the junk food is concerned. All of you know this. But the Bombay High Court has also asked what is happening to other products. Why only Maggi? So what about Kurkure? What about Lay's? What about all other junk food? And we don't know, he says. देश भर को पता ही नहीं कितने प्रोडक्ट बिक रहे हैं. This slide is very important. This and after this, and I think in short, then we'll complete our lecture. See the lower line in blue colors. The wrong publicity amounts to malafide intention and playing with the health of the kids and the young people of the country. Press is writing. I am not saying anything in this. Amitabh Bachchan, प्रीति जिंटा, माधुरी दीक्षित पे एक्शन होनी चाहिए, सब तरफ से बात हो रही है. उसके बाद भी अगेन वन ऑफ आवर यूनिसेफ एम्बेसडर प्रियंका चोपड़ा मैडम बोल रही हैं, करूंगी जंक फूड का प्रचार, जिसे दिक्कत हो वो मत खाए. ओके, इट्स ऑल एविडेंस बेस्ड. वी आर डिस्कसिंग सिंस. मेरे घर में लैब नहीं है जो हर प्रोडक्ट टेस्ट करूं. भाई आप करोड़ों ले रहे हो तो घर में लैब नहीं है तो किसी भी लैब से आप बोल सकते हो टेस्ट करवा लो, और या तो फिर आपको एकेडमिक किसी भी एकेडमिशियन से आप पूछ सकते हो कि भाई प्रोडक्ट ठीक है कि नहीं. दिस अनदर पैराडॉक्स. आफ्टर टेकिंग कॉम्प्लेन, दिस बॉय, पुअर बॉय, उसने अपना पैसा पढ़ाई का कपड़े का पैसा कॉम्प्लेन में लगाया. He did not gain any significant height. He committed suicide. Dr. Cicely Williams says misguided propaganda on infant feeding should be punished as the most criminal form of sedition, as that those deaths should be regarded as murders. So I think all of you know what we have to do now. So take a pledge today that will promote, support and protect the breastfeeding. And how we are going to promote, support and protect the breastfeeding? These are some of the examples. This is First Lady of Timor-Leste at 7th Ministerial Consultation on Children. First Lady of a country, she says no problem in promoting breastfeeding. She is Black Lively actress from the America. She is breastfeeding in public, enjoying the breastfeeding and the benefits of the breastfeeding. It's another latest news which says this lady was asked not to breastfeed in the McDonald's, and she protested by breastfeeding in the restaurant. I do not know how many of you agree this, but this photo indicates the women empowerment. We always say of women empowerment. See the lady, she has confidence that even if I feed to this animal, my baby will not get less milk. So this confidence is needed in our mothers, even for the twins. And this is the latest. Anybody from which film this is? Very good. This is from Bahubali, which shows that even twins can be fed on the breast. So this is what is required. Not that we will not do the breastfeeding or will not do anything. We will go on continuing the promotion of the young food. This is another from one of our very dedicated members from the Chennai. They have put this murti in front of the Indian Child Hospital in Chennai. Institute of Child Health from Chennai. And this reminds us that because God cannot be everywhere, He created the mother. So this is all about Human Milk Bank. I will not go into detail because of the shortage of time. But I would like to highlight that it is the need of the hour, and we are really thankful to the path that they are going to be associated with us in establishing Women Milk Bank all over the country. So this is because you have to use your power to change. We can make many changes. Don't get misled by the advertisement. Be an empowered and informed mother or the consumer. Carry home message is already clear, I hope. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. So whatever you are doing is not enough, but give the world the best you have got anyway. So be an activist. Last but one slide. Be an activist. Don't be extremist and never be a terrorist while implementing your ideas. And one of the best example how you can change the society is my today's last slide. Again for the UNICEF government path, everybody. See, this is the Bangalore airport. The first slide is November-December 2011. When we went for some meeting, we saw that there is a baby care board and there is a bottle. It was written probably by the BPNI India to the ministry, and then next time when we went in June 2012, the bottle is replaced with the baby care or the breastfeeding food. So I think this commitment we need from those who are present here. I thank all the organizers. I thank the Hyderabad for giving me this opportunity to talk about the how to promote nature and how to dump the junk. I thank all our associations who are working with us, including the Government of India, Ministry of Petroleum and Fertilizers and Chemicals, of course Health Ministry, and all our Prime Minister and everybody is saying that we have to improve the situation. So we have to change our country, we have to solve the problem of malnutrition, and I think we have to lead by giving the example. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiwari, for the thought-provoking demonstration of the facts. He needs a big applause. The last line itself shows that what action can do. From the bottle, the mother and child has come into the Bangalore airport picture. That's what Hyderabad action plan means.